Heidi, welcome back in Roth. It's the second time that you're going to perform here.
Yes, it is. Absolutely fantastic to be here. I really miss this venue. It was so nice to come up when we came up with the van and just being met by the crew. And I remember them from the last time, so it was very, very good reunion.
It took you some years to get Pristine started,
yes.
And now everything's happening quite fast.
Yeah, it is. It's very entertaining to sit on this side because I've been working a lot in Norway, and the two previous records, the two first ones, were only released in Norway. So Reboot, the third album, was the first album released abroad, and that's when the stone started to roll. So now when we have this fourth album coming up, it's very exciting to see how it ends, or starts, depending.
A strain to get here with my feet off the floor. Every street that I crossed, every corner I turn, it's like water to every bridge that I burn. Oh, come on, yeah, to California. Come on, to California. Come on, to California, with a hunger at my heels and freedom in my eyes. A train couldn't catch me even if they tried. Oh, watch out with a restless soul.
You did Reboot on your own.
Excuse me?
You did it on your own. Also,
Yes.
didn't have a German or European label over
No.
here. Did everything on your own.
Everything on my own. It's like it's a very common thing for me. If we can't get this big signings and big management, and it's difficult to be a unknown band. But I wouldn't let that stop me. So I just rolled up my sleeves and thought, well, what the heck? I have to learn this myself, and so I did.
So you started Pristine Music Productions
Mm,
for the band and also for your solo records.
Yes, it's much easier to have your own record label and also management and have a booking and everything. So I do everything, and I have like this umbrella thing called Pristine Music Production.
But it takes a lot of time and energy, I guess.
Yes, it absolutely does. And that is why I'm so glad that now we have signed with the Nuclear Blast, and we have our booking agent here in Germany, and so there's a lot of things off my shoulders. So maybe I can start focusing more about the things that I want to, like coming here to Roth.
Musically, it's your songs have the spirit and sound of rock, blues. It's quite a mixture. It's not retro, but it kind of has the spirit of 60s, 70s.
Yes.
What was the attracting thing for you?
I always think it's very hard to describe my own music. I found it very hard to place it in a genre, but I think I've always been fascinated by the 70s and the 60s. And one of my favorite idols comes from that decade, of these decades. So I think it's inevitable that this inspiration comes into the music that I write.
Who's this idol?
Oh, there's several. I love Zeppelin, and I love AC/DC, and also Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin, and yeah, a lot of the artists in these decades really inspire me to continue to want to tour, and yeah, and also artists from today like the Rival Sons and Black Keys, and there are very many good artists today as well. But I think the main thing, if we can see a red thread, we call it in Norway. Yeah, you have it here as well. Yeah, yeah. I see that there is like this classic rock energy to the bands. And so I can see that it's influencing Pristine as well.
Oh, yes! Oh, one more time! Oh, oh, oh. I got no money, I got no plan, just like a twister. I got no land. I taste like whiskey, you taste like wine. I'm going left, you're going right. I wanna be your lowest day, be my Superman. Come to my rescue as fast as you can. Your disguise, keep it close. When Bizarro comes, no one knows. You like to keep me hanging, oh, but I don't mind when I can use your powers in my own time, in my own time. I wanna be your lowest day, be my Superman. Come to my rescue as fast as you can. I got no bazooka, I got no kryptonite. Just wanna be your open slave all through the night.
And you're bringing in not typical instruments like a flute.
Yes, and trumpets for the next album. Yeah, I love to just mess things up by putting things like percussion and other instruments and stuff into the music as well. I think it's, for me, it's like an open-minded thing. I like to spice the music with different instruments and approach.
What can the fans expect tonight?
Well, tonight we have prepared a program that I really think that I hope that audience would love. It's a mixture of all the 3 albums, and also the people of Roth is going to hear the first of the next album coming out in June. So they are going to be the first people in the world to hear this music. So it's going to be very exciting.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Ah, thank you.